No, it's going to be sets of armor otherwise. And it relatively simple. And here comes the hit. They're going to go fast straight into B. No concerns here. Inter is ready to receive them. And it's actually Hobbit who takes all 3 kills. He loses his teammate, but Hobbit might have just stopped them dead cold. They're going to have to back off back towards tunnel. B is closed for business, and they're down to a 2.
Smoke down. It is only the 1, so there should be a bit of a gap, but flash down allows them also to jump across, and can they get this initial entry onto the bomb site? This is what they need if they want a chance of even getting that bomb down, get the extra money, and it's not looking great so far. It's going to be all on Akor now as Frozen drops, and Nafany just sprints through the smoke.
So this is working beautifully. Afamas makes it a bit tricky, but there he spots 1. He's looking for more. There's the second player as well. Player turns, so he's going to have to go for it. He secures so much damage, but they deal with it quickly. Down, he could maybe go for the pogo stick approach from the fast cap position, but I don't think he's going. Fall back towards site. Presses on Hobbit once more, and this time he's not up to the test. Deleted by a shot from Bemis. Akor will get collected once this jump. That's what we like to see. Shiro, no damage done. He's being pushed back, but he finds the trade. The health is abysmal for these remaining players, and there we see a nade come in from Inters. Now Fani might just be able to clean this up. Dexter in the 1v2 trying, but so blinded he doesn't even know a player's gotten around. There's the defuse.
Hobbit tucked in, Shiro to play the initial contact most likely. No, never mind, Hobbit peeks in. I did not expect them to play it that way. Thankfully, Shiro at least gets 1 trade, but it's in a 3-on-3 now. This is getting closer than you'd hope for Gambit.
It's a really rough setup they put themselves in, and Mousesports are exploiting it. They just put too many players in angles where they're one and done, where there's no potential for a trade, there's no potential to play off of it. Now we'll see if Mouse can capitalize. Oh my goodness, it's happening. A 3v1 now. Nafany has to try and drag his team back into this one. And this is majorly problematic, especially considering they don't have money in reserve. That nade doesn't quite land. The molly will force the player out of Goose. His Goose should be cooked. BMS is indeed. There's another player on the site. They know that. And actually, they both are there. They haven't been able to withdraw. They haven't been able to get away. They're going to stick for the fight here. Fani does have the kit, but he's running out of time. He's hoping for one more peek, hoping for the timing. As soon as he looks away, that's when the peek comes in. And Dexter takes his second of the round to fast play on towards B. Love it. He gets ahead of the smoke just a touch, and he's actually going to come through. They're not prepared for this. They're not prepared at all. 1, not the second. Frozen does get the trade. That's incredible. Back around with these two players. They got a lot of work cut out for them. Rops is down. Now Fani as well, trying, not quite lining up the kill, and now they're zeroing in on him. Well, his nade will connect. Dexter caught his bullet first. Now the bomb should be able to go down. It's a 2-on-2 retake. There is still some utility for Gambit as well to justify this. No mollies, which are the ideal one to have here. But let's see if they go through. Smokes, counter smokes, and on comes the presence. 1 in tunnels, 1 in the window door area. On comes the door. No, back and forth he goes. They're running down the clock. They do not have hits. They got to go for this sooner rather than later, but Shiro cleans them up. Both players falter. Plenty of time for the defuse.
Be over towards B in the tunnels, but we're actually going to have contact coming in on long. Flash over, it's Hobbit up close, he needs to hold on, and he nearly got the 2 of them. If it was not for the door there, he at least would have done some considerable damage onto Frozen, but he gets away with 73. And with Akor catching Nafany in the meantime, suddenly this... Well, A bomb site is looking pretty weak because they've also cut off the rotations. I was going to say they could even consider falling back with it towards B, but no, at this point, just want to commit. Axel tucked in on Goose, and he's going to have to go huge. He spots the fee, surely. Wants to see maybe if it's a second player, but no, he's forced to pounce on it, and he finds BMaz up close. Suddenly, it's a 2-on-2. 1 player back on long, 1 on mid. We mentioned Rops, he loves lurking around this area, and it will get him that kill, but now they need to work back into the bomb site together.
Oh, if you could just get out of here, he might win it on time. They've left themselves enough of a gap, and Rops will clean it up. He is very good. That also be looking for a pick down mid. There's a lot of players running down. It looks like they might want to go fast into this angle, but fast through is Nafany. Traded 1-for-1. Akor there to provide oversight. Didn't save his teammate's life, but he can get some revenge. Inter is close up by this lurk smoke. They're up on the jump, but they don't expect Inter's close. This could get weird. It's Rops on the other side. Players behind him as well. Rops is towards the site. Oh, it gets cleaned out. Rops ever aware, avoids his opponent, and gets Shiro as well. Rops has just single-handedly won this round. It was already looking good for Mouse, but that just seals the deal. Bomb goes down. This should be a save already for Gambit, especially as Hobbit joins them in the grave. It's all on Axile.
Axel saving over here at least. They do have the loss bonus going. What exactly they decide to do with it. Control very early on into this round. That goes the way of Mousesports. So Gambit, they've got to get control elsewhere, and they wanted short, but Dexter's gone ahead and punished it already. Hobbit goes down the head of the player, a card. did get spotted, but for now he is alive, being wallbanged slowly down and just losing all of his support until eventually he is pushed out. That was like a siege right there on the car. They just wouldn't let him have any sort of help.
I'm finding out he's jump peeking still for it. I guess to know when they're coming in, or maybe just slow them down on the approach in case he's going to take a peek back out. But fighting that is foolish when you know A-Core is potentially on the other side, and so that's one gun down. He's going to get one. Shouldn't be long for this world, and indeed he is not. Only one. Only for him? His player model is a little smaller? No. There's the kill that comes in as a result of it, but BMS instant trade. Lovely response from Mouse. They said to be able to punish this. BMS, though, wasn't expecting another, but again, the trade is there. Great setups from Mouse, that they're just always ready to trade out. As soon as Gambit are like, okay, we just got a cheeky kill, Mouse shuts it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible trades, but considering the slight lack of weaponry and such, I was going to say it is still going to be an issue. Inters, though, was given a bit of a warning there by the gun barrel as they came forward, and well, he managed to pull Dexter into a position while getting the trade that he was exposed to the doors. So, again, a great return from Shiro. Frozen is the one on the lurk this time. They actually might not expect this. As I say that, though, there is a player in spawn here in the footsteps. But he still goes down and leaves it all onto the up. So I was starting to clench a little bit there. It could have gotten dangerous.
Aggressive push from Mouse. They've got Rops all the way back towards spawn. They got a player lower tunnels. Frozen's going to catch one. Now they make their move in towards A, but this is going to be a retake scenario. They're not too worried about denying the bomb plant. They want to win the round. Rops is making a lot of noise. He's thunderfooting his way through. Shiro's still holding top mid. Shiro's now been spotted, but Rops knows he has to deal with it, and he will get better of him. The numbers are whittling away. Hobbit needs to hold the line here at Catwalk and blind it up. He's got no chance to do so. This retake is fast and ferocious, and now there's pressure coming from both sides and bodies dropping. It's all on Inters. They'll take one, but that's going to be all she wrote. Bomb defused. Round claimed. BMS here to support, and actually 4 players relatively close up. Now coming into position, but they would really like A-Core to be able to at least get a tag before they come around here, and he is going to get a tag. Unfortunately, it's on his person. BMS, though, comes in for the kill. They need a bit more. A-Core now down on the platform. Everybody's coming in to fight this. There is 2 players still up top. Dexter no longer. BMS is holding the line. Okay, the Deagle. It's a bit risky for them, and BMS is going to try it with the elevator jump. He gets the tag as well on the Inters. Now he hears it. He wants more. He's going to risk it. This time to go for the boost. The nade is very effective, though. Out, so no more platform to jump on for Ross. It's all onto Frozen, and Frozen will collect one. But in a 1v2 with his health so low, this should not be viable. Still, the man will attempt. Needs to hit the first. They're both on the site, clearing out towards Cards. Hobbit to finish the job. Not at all. And there's heavy presence here towards A, and Gambit have no information elsewhere on the map. It's going to be a nice kill for Nafani. He's going to be able to get himself an upgrade as well, but it is somewhat interesting that Gambit and these anti-eco rounds are not providing any default. They're not trying to take information, and at this point with a player pushing all the way through to lower tunnels, Mousesports certainly know that the hit is coming. The question is just, can they hold on to it? No catwalk presence. It's all just here. What do they do? Count a player over. Hobbit will collect one. Hobbit takes a second. Finding the angles through the smoke. There's the cleanup. Okay. No problem. No harm. No foul.
Obviously, they don't want that. They would like to take this opening gun round and quickly tie things up at 10 to 10 and even put themselves in the lead most likely. But again, the long play this time. There is the Molotov. There is the smoke. There's BMAS apparently ready with an M4, and that is... The issue is his teammate in the spawn could, in theory, be smoked off and maybe flash down as well. Oh, the run boost. That was nasty from Nafani. A-Core gave it his best, but you need to be 3-on-4. Gambit, can they recover this? Nafani, he's looking actually and may be able to catch these CT players. As they move forward, the smoke does give a bit of cover, but he's only able to get the one. Frozen ready on the trade. Shiro in a bit of an awkward spot playing around the smoke, but he's making it work. Frozen goes down. He even trades out to the rifle now, and I don't think they realize he's dropped down. a flash that he can use to give his teammates some help as well to peek in. And there we go. The bomb defuse has been well pulled off with that kill and won as well. As you said, there is no more time. Rups, he had traded the initial player and they would have been able to actually improve on their Virgo since the last beta. We see them get smacked 16-6 by Gambit.
There we go.
But Rups, opening kill. Instantly denying the rest of the players as well. They don't even want to commit quite yet. Are they? Okay, they are. Unfortunately, a little bit separated.
I was gonna say, here might be the answer, is this double up. They're trying to come in. There's a kill for Axile, but bodies are dropping left, right, and center. On the other side, Axile is about to find himself a world of hurt. He will actually tuck in by the stairs. Does this Molly get committed to clearing him out? One of them. They do have several. It's available right here. Acor could drop it, but no, they're just going to come in with the guns. Do they clear this lock? That would be a massive oversight. He gets 2! Oh, no! Again, a mid-round situation falls apart here for Mousesports. They should not be losing this round, but that is exactly what's going to happen. Rob's having to B-hop away, and he won't even escape. There's no guns down.
And let's see what they can do with that now. The weapon's not going to be retrieved, but that is the bomb. Yeah, and he might even get the kill onto Axile if he comes in on this flank. And they found a kill over in B. What is going on? Yeah, Dexter's gotten the player in the long house. Suddenly, Hobbit and Shiro are left alone. I mean, 2 incredibly impressive names that we know can clutch. But Mousesports, they've got some weapons and they've got a fantastic position at the moment that they are not letting this one slip away. And Dexter rather, who steps up for his second kill. And
them out here. They've dropped the player back in towards spawn now. They've got this control. Nafani's looking for this kill. He spots a player behind the boxes. They know he's here now. They found Rops. They know where Frozen is. Frozen, can he get away? Yes, indeed. Fights his way out of a corner. He's lost his teammates though, but Acor clearing them up. No. That was so close to a saving grace from Mousesports, but now Frozen is going to have to do more. He did an excellent job by even getting out of his initial position. Now Bomb is down. He's got to mount a retake. Molly to go over. They know where he's coming from, so he wants to go quick, but into Shiro's up. He falls. 13.
Bit of backup here for him, but yeah, he's called in for it. Never mind. B-Maz is here now. Just as Gambit started to come in as well. And yeah, luckily he was there ready for the trade. He was able to find the initial opening, but Nafani, he's ready for the trade too. A 3-on-3 now as the short push comes in. Dexter at least holds onto long, but I don't know if he can do anything about the push onto the bomb site itself. They may need to set up for the retake, and even then, it doesn't work. Never mind, Dexter actually just wants to fight this.
Oh. Bomb being tapped. This would be a hell of a shot. Shiro hits it. There's another player up by the ramp, but Shiro, ever aware with time to play with, he's going to use every second of it. Shiro sealing the deal here. Now they've spotted Frozen. They know where he's at. They know they have time to plant. Bomb's going to go down. Frozen with an MP9 has to attempt this retake to keep them off of 14. And he's being pressured. He's fighting against the rifle. The face is there, though, and Inters will make a bit of an error, but Shiro seals it. 3 back, and that's just another piece of utility gone. There's not enough to really guarantee it. BMS going to be down. They swing with a fury. That puts Dexter on the site as the only last bastion of defense here. And, ooh, that bastion has been swept aside. The bricks tumbling down to the ground. Bomb planted, round over. Didn't expect him to get much out of this, but they're going to get nothing. Frozen, I don't even think is going to be able to walk away as he gets caught from the flank. Nafani having a field day, making money on that Mac 10. 1,200 in his bankaroo off those 2 kills. And no pressure is on for Robs. He's being chased. He's being pressured. He's got a nade right in his face. There's a player down and lower. They've now spotted him, and Axile swings.
Push up short, just to stop the retake even, or from the help for Dexter from being there. And here we go. Yeah, Dexter spots the cross. 2 players do make their way over towards Scandal. There will be another 1 kill found by Acor in the meantime. And oh, a second. Catches the head of Nafani swinging in, despite the flash that had come over. It's actually one from BMAS as well to blind the player on the bomb site. And well, this isn't going well for Gambit at all. Eventually, Shiro comes in with 1 trade, which will give them cover to get the bomb down. But Mousesports at least have the man advantage now, but they are lacking a kit.
Ooh, player on top of the site. Enters, hops up, gets a big kill. Surprisingly, but I guess he wasn't quite visible. BMAS in his best, but he's losing teammates in turn. Acor, huge shot. Now it's all on Axile. Do they realize he's down in towards CT? If they realize this, the defuse is going to be stuck here. Now they've confirmed it. Gotta hop on that defuse. That means Axile has to go. He goes for the jump. He goes for the jump. He's got the shot. That's just 1 in the round. There's nothing they can do. That's the game. Axile clutches it out for Gambit. Map 1 goes their way. They steal away Mousesports' pick.
In position with a nade that probably could have done a little bit more. It was unfortunate. I think a couple players dropped down, but weakens up Shiro, and let's see what can be done now as the push comes in. It is Rops, unfortunately, who falls initially. At least 3 players have been spotted here, so this is it's strange that Gambit have started slowing things down so much, because yeah, it's allowed for Mousesports to now bolster up the defense. Frozen eventually popping off 2 heads before Shiro returns on 1, but look where the bomb is, and look at the health of 2 of these Gambit players. Oh, it's actually both of the remaining Gambit players. But they make it happen. What the hell? Shiro on that P250 just ripping off heads.
No one's on B either. What's going on, Mouse? What's going on? You got a player back in spawn, Rops. Bemis just dropped down the ladder. Okay, he just goes flying down, rips the head from Hobbit's shoulders. So I guess that'll work. But you're going to allow a bomb plant here because no one's even in the same zip code. If Gambit literally just held W and sprinted here, they would be on the site. But Rops is going to be on the flank, and they're being too timid about this. They're being too careful. Now he's realized he knows what's going on. Might get both here, to be quite frank. There's one. He's got the second isolated as well. What are they going to do? It's all into Inter. Attempting clutch and too many players around him, so that works out beautifully for Mousesports.
Then it'll give them a pretty good foundation to work off of. Frozen, though, he wants to cross to the sandbags, I think, just as those players move in. I was about to point out that the timing could be awkward for him, but no, catches one, does take a small bit of damage, but backs away until he has the help of a teammate's flash, and it was Akor who gave him the assistance he needed, so there's the second frag. No trouble so far. He just even tapping off the heads now at this point, using that sort of. Oh, and sure, doesn't find anything on the lurk either. So there we go, not a single casualty for Mousesports. Honestly, that was why I thought it was going to do a little bit more to him. Akor out of time, and I was about to say he should find the back of the nap, and he doesn't even need to, as it's Frozen instead who gets that initial kill, which allows for Akor.
He's got support from site, so while they do that, yes, they could dump a nade. Oh, actually, as I say that, Axel's picked up a molly. He might actually be dead here, but no, he gets 2! He gets 2! He takes one of those, but he should not have been allowed. Like, you get to throw the molly for cement, you need to be ready to deal with him when he comes out. That's the whole idea. Inter's alone now, and Inter's, well, not going to be long for this world. 10 seconds. Does he want to keep his kid alive? No, he wants to go forward and die. They've got something to stick in the brain here for the end. The site hit is coming through. They haven't cleared cement, so they're going to be dead to it. Hobbit actually does go back just after his teammates have died, and then Dexter and Akor, confused, distracted. Suddenly, the deagle shots land, and things get interesting. Axel, the man who was clutch as all get out on Dust here, well, he delivers again and again. This retake might be very tough, and okay, my feed has gotten all kinds of weird right now. What is happening? What? Dean? Are you seeing this?
I'm lagging. Are you? I'm just, yeah, I don't know.
I'm having like a replay, a reverse.
Like
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Okay, we're good. It's 2-on-2 now, so it is a bit of an awkward situation, but yeah, they clean it up. Mousesports don't let it get out of control. Preparing to hit as well. So you can see by the time this execute starts to come in, there is a good number of Mousesports players here and ready to defend. But those numbers can pretty quickly diminish if you're going to be getting headshots like that. Fantastic work from Nafany, and for the smoke, it's going to be Hobbit picking up Akor. Frozen, a lot of pressure on his shoulders. That's just the first player moving around, and the spam in return is doing so much damage, but he's gone ahead and doubled down. He's really the only one giving Mousesports a chance right now. Bemas, though, with that gap in the smoke, has at the moment got himself a position where he knows that they haven't fully committed in. I'm getting some weird VMix lag again.
I'm still in here, so I'll take over. Looks like that bomb's going to be planted. Bemis, though, catches a kill over the smoke. It is answered. They don't have the bomb down yet. Now there's a flank. Bemis has successfully distracted them for long enough. No, a miss from Rops. A critical miss, if you will. One on that dice. He's going to need more. It's on to Shiro, a 1v1. He's waiting to see if a flank came through, if he went through the full side hallway. Now he just has to get on. And Shiro should have his lineup. Doesn't. But there it is. The final shot comes in. It's A-OK.
He's already in place, so he's not going to be spotted quite yet. Oh, but that nade, if it had been a second earlier, I was going to say it would have done so much damage, but it's still weakened up Shiro. And then Dexter with the spam true to get the finish. And they decide to pounce on B, hoping to have put rotations away. They did not, unfortunately. Bemas was still there on the scaffold and ready to rotate back in, but with the B player instantly going down and only one from Bemas, it's not initially good enough. So the bomb was planted, but they've got the man advantage to work with in the retake. Nafany, though, he is a strong, aggressive after spot. He's trying to catch these players before they can move in, and I was hoping his teammate would give some help, but he may be able to do it all on his own, and there it is. Akor falls. It's just barely
looking for this. There we go. Frozen gets one. Only one, though. Inters is low. Inters dies. Backs into his own Molotov, I believe. And Shiro, what a clear. My goodness. Thought Inters would have set them back there for a bit, but Shiro doesn't care. He's going to be right back into it. Now, they do have a flank on, but it's going to take a while to get there. That's Rops, who's just now making his way up the A ramp. He is going to get checked. He's prepared for this. Ooh. Not quite. They're going to double peek him, take him out of play, and it's all into Bemus. Bemus must do it himself. He doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have a smoke, and that's not going to be possible for him. Story for you, but here's going to be the hit. Let's see what Rops can do. A lot of pressure on. He's down by the stairs. They clear out his teammate, but Rops is still here. No. He's got the flank. He's got one. He's got two. He's looking for more. No. Not going to be available for more. Giving him a hope in hell. He's clearing. Did he spot the gun barrel? Don't even know if it was visible. He certainly didn't see it. I don't know if he had an option. He's going to take one, but he's lost his teammate. This should be over. There's even a long flank coming in. He seems to have a decent idea. He does know whether it was the barrel or not. His molly will now spread, and he will get that kill, but I don't know that he has a possibility to win this round. He doesn't have a kit. It's lost. He can't win this. And he's going to lose his life as well.
But, yeah, Acor and Rops, both very capable with this. They have Dexter tucked in the ramp, and Frozen on the side alley, who kicks things off. And there we go. It pulls Acor in. Dexter peeking through, doesn't spot anyone else. And with that now, you do realize there's not a lot going on around the ramp, and that it is very likely to be hit. And, well, Rops was prepared as well. This is looking much, much better for Mousesports.
Got a smoke to give himself a little bit of cover, but he's actually just going to face in. That was a good flashbang. Couldn't quite capitalize, but they do push into his back. The health is very poor. And at this point, it is just Inters on 10 HP, flanked, about to be dead. He does get one. Shouldn't get any more than this. Retrieve the bomb. 45 seconds to play with. He just wants damage now. I mean, the round would be great, but he doesn't expect to win it. Acor is going to put him down. That is the end of it.
Just playing off of these A-ramp controlled takes. And he expected a lot of teams on this map, so I was thinking maybe they would have tried to have swapped things up, but not quite. Again, it is the early control. Mousesports, though, they're happy to come back in and fight it with that flash, and immediately realizing, cool, Frozen got the one kill, let's just leave it for now. And they have Rops pushed up on B. He's going to find them pretty much all coming around. 2 heads found already, and he's given plenty of time to recompose and find a bit of a new position to set up on. And Rops is doing it all. It is only Shiro left. He's trying to bait out the shot. It doesn't work, but he confirms where that final player is, and there we'll be seeing the B push coming in, and a nice flash to actually catch Inters initially to push him off the angle, but they don't check up close. Axile, he catches 2 to help of Inters as well to cover off his back, and this round's done.
Let's see what he can do right around the gap in the smoke. They're going to try and press through, but no, he's been tapped down and down to 1 HP. Well, some damage done. Would be nice to have another HE here, but that's not available. A couple mollies. Shiro actually is the one to crack onto the scoreboard. Now Hobbit and Inters are getting in on the fun, and yeah, it's clean. No problems.
Yeah, we do see a quick push up the ramp, so are they going to be clearing out the sandbags? First of all, I was going to say they're going to have to deal with the player up close. Actually got to pick up, I believe that was around mid with their lurker, but Nafany pushes in, gets the initial dink on Acor and forces him to duck away, and then just grabs Dexter in the background. But what has just happened? Rops, Acor, and Frozen coming through with entries. Rops had delayed that rotation even further, and then, yeah, just fantastic entries.
Always checking it. Checking his corners. Get on in. Who's got the shot? He does. No scope, no problem. And the bailout. The run. It's gonna get caught. Should be okay. Don't think Frozen get around this corner. Whoo! Shot hit as well, so only one of the players floats back to deal with mid. That's gonna be the responsibility now. Can they get the kill? Axile, nice one. Need an entry here. They do get one. Need more. Rops the next big threat. Rops dismantled this round. They're coming looking for him. The boost up. He catches. Now they know he's here, but he's got a second. Such good work from Rops. Puts Inters and Hobbit alone, and Inters is isolated. Hobbit can't help him. He's coming up on the flank, but it's going to be too late. He needs to make a move now. There's the tag. Inters still somehow comes away with a kill, and he will finally get one with Hobbit. Oh, if he'd been here a second earlier, that might have been it. Could just stick the bomb. Rops knows he's got to start running. There's the duck. There's the spam. Now Hobbit knows. And he's got the time, and he's got the clutch. Kit found. Defuse on round 1.
They've got 4 players here now on this A bomb site ready to defend. And they've got a flanker coming in, I believe. I think Axile's on his way from behind. They'll be a bit too late, so they actually will still need to get the hold in. And, well, they're doing just that. It is only Rops so far to pick up a frag for Mousesports, and fantastic recovery on Dust 2, first of all, after having such a rough start. Didn't let that get them down, and managed to come out with an incredible performance so far here on Vertigo. Hobbit getting 2 of them there, probably the most you could really ask for from him, but they had lost a player elsewhere, so I was about to allude to the fact that this round could be a little bit dangerous. Maybe Mousesports could get their chance to claw back in off the back of it, but it's not happening. It's suddenly all on Dexter. He's got the 1 AK, 39 health. Not really ideal when you're up against 3 opponents. Well, let's see, might be able to get something done here. There is someone watching for if he creeps out his smoke, I believe. Oh, and yeah, once it fades away, he gets vision. Apparently Shiro didn't. Loses his head. That's going to cause some permanent blindness.
Down, though. It's an early exchange out towards A. They wanted control here towards the side wall. There's already a player through. Nafany dodged Frozen, and he gets the kill to boot. What a move. What a play. The flashbang was timed perfectly to make him look away, so Nafany can get on the other side of that smoke, and he had just enough cover to pull off a 2K. Huge. There is an opener on towards B, but there's a second player here. Inter is now with a lot of responsibility. Back behind the red box. He'll take the kill. That's looking dire indeed. Rops and Acor, all that remain. They're running out of util. They're running out of space. They want a bomb plant, but the bomb still needs to transition towards site. Rops is looking to clear the space beforehand. Bomb will be down. Rops does get that kill. Now the numbers need to be punched in before they're flanked, before the hounds are on them. And there isn't actually a flank available just now, but they're worried about it. They're going to go back to watch. They're going to give Acor responsibility. Meanwhile, the hit comes through. Everybody moving from the cooling units. Acor snipes one. Need more. Pressure is on. Acor is standing up to it. And that is going to be Nafany. One more needed to be the 4K in the round. He swings. He is dead. Acor.
Initial moments, and will be retrieved by Frozen to still be utilized throughout the round. They are not looking pretty after. Well, he goes down as well. Dexter's there for one trade, but he's not able to catch up with the other player.
Slower moment. You can tell the tension that is here. 45 seconds. The utility's going to go down, but there's a player looking for this. Inters is ahead of it. They don't expect this. The flashbang is good. There's the kill. Actually, no players were flashed. They don't care. They're still dropping everybody. Hobbit, blinded or no, he will find one, and now it's all on Bemis. Their fate rests on his shoulders. He needs to find 3. And they are looking for the killing below. Bemis trying to do what he may, trying to find the space, but he'll be dropped by Shiro, and that's it. 16-10. Gambit advance on Mousesports. Condolences, but you are out of IEM Katowice. We are going to